What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're gonna finally start season 20. I'm super excited to be able to show you the new team that we'll be working with for the next 2 weeks or so. So, a couple of things before we get started. I know I'm jumping all over the place, and I'm kind of getting excited, but happy Tuesday first and foremost. It's the beginning of the week, and it's almost the 4th of July for the United States. Happy Independence Day to everyone of the US, and I know it's gonna be a little bit early, but I will give you guys an update. So weather wise, I'm gonna bring up the weather app for me. So you will have a video for Thursday, but you will not have one for Friday. Friday is going to be a total of 98 degrees, so it's going to be incredibly hot, and I do not know if I'll have a video for Friday ready for you guys. And Saturday is close to the same, and Sunday is going to be hot as well. Now I know that people do deal with heat differently. I do have an AC unit in my room. I just have to play it by ear to see what I can and cannot do, right? It is the weekend, and I will be able to do everything that I can, especially since I don't really have to worry about, like, I can record during the day and like rest at night, or just record at night and then rest, or like try to rest during the day. But depending on how everything goes, Fridays are the videos for Friday, at least Friday night. So Saturday, so you'll have one for Thursday, you'll have one hopefully Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So those are kind of iffy right now, but the plan is to be able to release a video every single day this month and not miss any days. That's the plan. However, when it gets really, really hot, I have to keep my PC off, which means that I won't have everything that I currently run with now somewhere else, which means if I have to record it elsewhere, or I have to turn everything off just so that I can do my video recordings, it's totally fine. It's just not going to be on for very long, because I will be transferring all of this over to my laptop to be able to do the edits, because I do need to keep my room nice and cool. I live upstairs, so heat rises. My room's going to become an oven, so I'm going to do the best that I can to not blast my AC, but I'll keep you guys updated. So you'll have one Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and then you'll have one for Thursday night, Friday, and then Fridays is when it gets iffy. Just depends on how I feel after work. Second, I was really happy for you guys' poll answering that I did a couple of days ago for the season 19 full season. We did publish both of them. Day 1 was a little late. Day 2 was also just slightly late, only because of the fact that these do take a long time to render. However, I did look into the details again, and I found out that I can actually do full season episodes. Yeah, because the cap is 256 gigabytes on YouTube, so I can actually do one video. So the poll was to ask you guys what should we do, and it seems like the majority of you want me to continue doing that, so we'll continue doing that. So I'm super excited and very happy for that. For Saturdays, for the rental codes. Rental codes might be put on hold for a little bit, especially this Saturday, just because, one, I don't have a team set up ready to go, and second, I don't know if I'm going to be able to record because of, you know, the heat and everything. I'll do my best, but I'm not going to go back on that topic. And I think that's it. We'll go ahead and premiere the team, and hopefully you guys don't mind it as much. It is something I'm still working on myself. As you can see, I have 5 members out of the 6, and essentially Urshifu fits in this slot. Like, that's who is number 6, right? He's effectively in there, has been in there for a little bit, but I have 4 physical attackers, 2 special attackers. I like to do 3-3. That's my preferred method. It doesn't mean that the team is not going to do very well. It just means that if I have to go up against a Pokemon that has more physical bulk, I'm not going to be hitting for a ton, but I'm not going to be weak either. So here's the team, right? We have Tornadus that's running with Taunt instead of Sunny Day. That way we get access to Urshifu and his, Surging Strikes, Aqua Jet, Close Combat, U-Turn. But we're running as Zacian with Terra Stellar. Now, Terra Stellar isn't going to sit there for very long. We're actually going to be using something else. I just want to do some testing for it, because initially it was supposed to be Howl and Stellar Terra with the movesets from the stats and nature that I picked, but then I changed it over to be able to combat Fluttermanes, combat iron bundles that are not boosted with booster energy, not by the sun, but booster energy. I also want to try to counter like fake outs So instead of using Howl, I went with Quick Guard to kind of stop me from having to like always bring in Farigiraf, and hopefully that will give me a way to bring in a special attacker that can actually do a lot of damage. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be using Farigiraf now just to kind of see how everything goes. We're using Gouging Fire for the first time. So we Terra Fire with Flare Blitz, Breaking Swipe, Howl, and Burning Bulwark. Now Burning Bulwark was going to let us burn physical targets that actually attack into that slot. And some Pokemon on my team are very weak, kind of like we had last time, but instead of having like 4, we only have 3. And that's like Urshifu's weak against Fairy, Gouging Fire is neutral to it, and like Chien Pao is weak to it. So it's kind of like having have 2 weaknesses and then 1 like neutral. Would rather prefer having like a resistant, but we'll give this one a shot. And obviously we have Chien Pao to boost all of our physical attackers. So the IVs and EVs for these guys are price standard. Most of them are 252, just right across the board, except for Farigiraf, which I forgot what his is. I don't have it in my Pokemon book that I have for Notion, so I don't really know what it is. I'll have to calc it later. But yeah, so that's what we're running with for the next 2 weeks. We'll see how this team goes. I do have some ideas to go with Urshifu as well as Gouging Fire. So depending on how we do for like this next 6 battles, it'll kind of change things as we go. But I'm kind of excited to see what Zacian's gonna do, especially with the Stellar Terra. But if it doesn't work, oh well. Doesn't really bug me that much, but we're going to do our best and see what we can do. So without further ado, let's get into our 6 matches of the day and try out this team. I'm very excited. Been working on it all weekend, so let's put the team to testing here, shall we? Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It does help the channel quite a bit, and it just lets me know that you guys like what you see. So let's get into it. Okay, so in this particular matchup, we got Koraidon, Tornadus, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, Amoonguss, and Raging Bolt. Now, we do have some difficulties against this team, not only with Koraidon, but we'll have it with Chi-Yu as well, because of the fact that we have Zacian, who is realistically only weak against fire and ground type moves because of his typing with Steel Fairy. So we'll do have to bring in, let's go ahead and bring in Tornadus and Chien Pao. Well, we could do Urshifu to kind of put a lot of pressure, but I'm afraid that Koraidon's going to come in and kind of ruin the our day here. But I could also bring in Gouging Fire, who would also get like a huge boost. I know Tornadus needs to go out first so that we can get something off. You know what? Let's do Urshifu, but not get stuck into Surging Strikes, depending on how they go. We'll bring in Zacian and Gouging Fire. We don't really have to worry about like priority on that side, except for Tornadus. And I don't know if he's gonna do anything in particular, just only because of the fact that like I like to run max speed with my Prankster sets, as well as you guys already know. So I'm hoping that I believe I do have Taunt now instead of a Weather. All right, so we have, okay, so we've got, this is gonna be fun. Koraidon and Raging Bolt versus Tornadus and Urshifu. Both Pokemon are actually pretty bad against this matchup. Pretty bad, but I can do Tailwind for me. And we could go U-turn. I do see like a Volt Switch coming in. I don't have a way to turn off the weather though. That's something I have to consider too. Yeah, let's U-turn and let's go off of Raging Bolt. Withdrew. Okay, so they're probably thinking, okay, they're gonna attack that slot. Is it Fluttermane? Is it the Great Friend? Nope, it's Tornadus. Shiny Tornadus. Okay. Activate Tailwind first. U-turn. Bring this back to me. Go ahead and bring out Gouging Fire. So now we put a lot of pressure on Raging Bolt. Does Electro Web. It's going to miss Gouging Fire. It's going to hit Tornadus. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close though. But I'm going to taunt there, and I'm going to Breaking Swipe to kind of stop them from doing Tailwind. And hopefully knock out Raging Bolt. Because now I got the power of the sun as well with Gouging Fire. So this is the hope. Here comes the Terra. It's going to go to probably Raging Bolt. It is Electric or Fairy? Electric, okay. That seems to be like the norm for Raging Bolt. I think Miraidon kind of showed that skill off, so I don't blame them at all. Haunt. So no Tailwind for you. Can't Tailwind. Yep, it's figure that's going to happen. Breaking Swipe. It's a lot of damage, but it's not going to hurt Gouging or Raging Bolt as much as I want. Here comes Draco Meteor. Does hit the Gouging Fire, but I drop his special attack 2 stages. Okay. So with this set up, it's going to bring out our Zacian, and this should be the thing that we can now run with. Serpent Sword. Now, I do want to stop getting hurt. So I'm going to protect here. And actually, I could... How much damage would this do? Not very effective over... Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to Behemoth Blade. Playrough? Playrough sounds better. Yeah. Terra Stellar. Play Rough into Raging Bolt. Oh, swaps. Okay. What is it? Chi-Yu. Okay. Drop special defenses for everyone. So Zacian isn't going to do that much damage. Does Chi-Yu resist? Well, it's neutral. It's actually neutral. Never mind. Protect. Play Rough. Terra Stellar. Into Chi-Yu. One hit KO. As Dark is weak against Fairy. Icy Wind goes off. Drops the speed tier on Zacian one thing. Okay. Gourmet. Okay. Go right on. Let's do Bleakwind Storm. And we can do Play Rough again. Yeah, let's Play Rough. Okay. Protect. Bleakwind Storm doesn't hit, but it will hit Tornadus, which hopefully will knock it out. Or it misses! Let's go. Play Rough. That was a bad call on my part. It's ×4 Bleakwind Storm hits. Tornadus goes down. That's not good because, well, they don't have Tailwind, but they're going to have it next turn. They will have it next turn. Okay, shook off the taunt. My Tailwind's gone. So now I'll bring out Urshifu. Okay. Do I use close well, I can't use close combat. Insurgent Strikes would be it, but the sun is up, so it drops it in half. Isn't enough. Probably not. Well, let's close combat. And I will go Play Rough again. There's the Tailwind. So now Koraidon gets to attack. Yep. Flare Blitz. Yep, okay. Most likely a loss here. Zero, one. Damage by the recoil. There's combat. Does not. Okay. I tried. I definitely tried. So we're gonna just go ahead and move on. The sunlight faded, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, both those Pokemon outspeed. I think I should have went after Tornadus that turn when I tried to go into Koraidon. So if I would have went into Tornadus, I would have had my Tornadus still out there, had both Koraidon or both Raging Bolt and Koraidon to deal with, in which then at that point in time would have been a little bit easier for me to deal with. But because I didn't focus on the Pokemon that I thought was more detrimental, like I wanted to take down Koraidon. Koraidon's a really hard sell. But I was also really hoping that, you know, my Bleak Wind Storm would have hit, which then would have done a little bit more damage, but no, that's fine. It is what it is. Let's move on. Okay, we have Miraidon, Whimsicott, Incineroar, Ursaluna, Farigiraf, and Iron Hands. So we kind of know how to deal with this team specifically, but we do have newer Mons with us. So let's go ahead and bring in Tornadus Qianpao, because we're going to need to deal with that. Zacian, and we're already going to try to change the Terra on Zacian. Because the Stellar Terra is not that bad, but I do miss not having resistances for a particular type. So we'll figure out what the best one is. I think when I was doing my calcs, Water, Fairy, and Steel were like the ones that I was really looking at. Let's see which one should be the best. Okay, let's do Urshifu. They don't have really anyone that can do weather, so I just have to worry about terrain. And then if I could potentially stop them from using maybe Tailwind, it's going to be kind of hard, right? It's going to be incredibly hard to set stuff up like that. But they set Miraidon and Zacian, or not Zacian, Miraidon and Ursaluna. So discharge right off the bat. Is that the play here? Is that what we're dealing with? Could. Let's go ahead and use Tailwind and Terra Ghost, sorry. I'm dumb. Terra Ghost and hit right into Miraidon so that we can get rid of the field. Now, because it is a ground type next to it, Discharge is going to do a little bit more damage. I don't know if they're going to Terra Electric, but I've been very consistent at doing damage against Miraidons, which sets them up for like following turns. So because they don't have anyone to change the weather on me, I should be able to do this with no problem. And we also negated Vacuum Wave from Ursaluna. So they go Terra Electric. Okay, so they're going to come for the windup. So this is probably either a Discharge or a Parabolic thing. Probably Parabolic. It makes a little bit more sense. Go Ice Spinner, get rid of the field, and do that chunk of damage that I'm used to seeing. Now it's usually... Oh, there's Discharge. Okay. So that's going to take down Tornadus. I don't think it's going to knock out Qianpao now. Oh, never mind. It knocked out both. Let's go. We got our things. It's unfortunate that it came out that way, but we did get our things. So, to finish the food for thought, right? Well, there's Hyper Voice, so it would have been knocked out anyway. But now we can bring in Zacian and bring out Urshifu. They don't have anyone to really negate Urshifu either. So that's interesting. Get our attack rise because of Interpret Sword. We'll play rough that slot and we will Surgeon Strikes over on Ursaluna. Now I think Urshifu does first. Okay, Miraidon goes first. Out comes Incineroar. Now, part of what I want to do for Urshifu to make it a little bit better is to give him the clear amulet and free him up his attack slots. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Come on, give me the KO. It's probably gonna sit at like literally the 1. It's gonna sit at 1. Are you serious? Bro, Chacho, what is the problem here? Play rough, which is gonna miss. I'm going Sacred Sword. Screw that. Earth Power right into... Well, that's a crit. That's not going to do anything. This is most likely a loss too. Well, I can't say that. Okay, Ursaluna's down now, so that's great. The problem is that Urshifu's stuck into Surging Strikes, and I have Fake Out in front of me. So yeah, it's a loss. Out comes Miraidon, who sets up the field again. At -1. That -1 made it so I couldn't knock out Ursaluna. Let's go right into Miraidon. I'm gonna hit Fake Out. Okay. And then Covert Cloak. That would be perfect right there. No, can't have 2 people with Covert Cloak. I would love that, but it doesn't happen. And that's Spect. Miraidon, by the way. Spect Miraidon. Yep, 0 and 2. We're not doing so good. But that's okay. Like I said, like when you put practice from pen to paper to practice, it makes it incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. The only knockout I got that time is when they knocked out themselves, because a -1 made so much of a difference. Absolute difference. That's insane. That's what's the weird part about it. Absolutely insane. But that's okay. Let's move on. So we have Shadow Rider, Clefairy, Urshifu, Farigiraf, Ogerpon, which is Cornerstone, and Tornadus. So we're already seeing like every single team that usually sits in like Master Ball. These are usually teams that we see. Question is, are we like I underspeed Shadow Rider by 2 points. Zacian is that guy for me. Let's do Tornadus, Qian Pao, Urshifu, because then I can outspeed, and then we'll bring in Zacian again. Might be better to bring out Zacian and Gaijin Fire at the same time. Howl only works when it's actually being used on the field. While Clefairy isn't the Pokemon that I'm realistically worried about, it is not being able to withstand Shadow Rider, which is currently on the field. So Shadow Rider and Tornadus. Who's gonna win the speed tie? Let's not Terra anyone but maybe Tornadus. So I can... One, I don't have to worry about getting hit by Taunt. Second, I don't have to get hit a lot by Astral Barrage. And if for whatever reason this doesn't work, because this is a 4 times hit. Like, Shadow Rider does not survive Sucker Punch from Qian Pao no matter what. Like, the only time it can is that it Terras. And it could Terra Fairy, which then takes a quarter of the damage, but naturally it does not. And it Sucker Punch is going to fail. No! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Ogerpon comes out, Sucker Punch fails, which means that I should have went straight for Tornadus instead. I need to get back into how I was in Master Ball last season, where I'm outthinking my opponent a little bit. Sucker Punch is going to fail. Tailwind. They're also probably going to activate Tailwind as well. It would make sense. They do. Okay. Now, I don't really have anything to worry about, realistically. I am going to Bleak Wind Storm, and I am going to hit Ogerpon. Because I do outspeed Ogerpon. Well, you know what? Let's hit Tornadus. Let's knock out Tornadus. Ice Spinner into that slot. I'm going to knock it out. Now, Ogerpon is weak against wind attacks. Single target. Does not get the KO. It's not going to get the KO anyway because of Sturdy. The Ivy Cudgel comes out and it's going to hit Chan Pout, which is going to knock it out. Now, I could have knocked out that Pokemon and not worried about the damage, but I was really worried about... I was really worried about... Liquid Storm. Okay, we both have things activated. However, I am faster than Shadow Rider. I am. Crappy thing is, though, Follow Me can come out of do I bring out Zacian? No. No, that wouldn't make any sense. Let's U-turn. Let's U-turn, get Zacian out here. Because here comes the Terra. It's going to go straight to Shadow Rider. Okay. Are you Fairy? You're Ghost. Okay. So Acid Barrage is going to do quite a bit of damage here, but I do not know what the item is. What I'm trying to do is... There's the Follow Me that I was really worried about. U-turn. Takes down the Ogerpon. And now I get to retreat. And Urshifu comes back. And I could bring out Zacian. And Acid Barrage. It's not going to do as much damage to Tornadus because he resists it, but I do not know about Zacian. Zacian goes down, one hit. Oh man. One hit KO. Now, probably Clefairy's in the back. If it's Clefairy, they got me. They absolutely got me. Liquid Storm does hit, and it does hit the Shadow Rider quite a bit of damage. Quite a bit of damage. Now, are you Clefairy? Because Friend Guard, and I can't read that. Nope, you're Urshifu. Gotcha. Oh, you're Single Strike. Interesting. So, do I have to worry about Sucker Punch here? I probably do. I don't think I have to worry about it, though. So I'm going to go straight into Shadow Rider. I outspeed, so good luck. Even in Tailwind, I outspeed. They can't protect, so they have to knock out Urshifu, which they can't. So Shadow Rider is going to go down here. Specifically, Urshifu can withstand Shadow Rider, and he outspeeds them at Adamant, full invested into speed. It stops at 223 with the Scarf. Okay, there is the Sash on Urshifu there. Drops the speed. Wicked Blow right over to Tornadus. Okay. Game's over. So we won one. Dope. I'm saying this is a win just because of the fact that I attacked first. His Tailwind's going to fall off here. But I'm Scarfed. And Sucker Punch isn't going to do that much damage to me. But I can go straight through all of his defenses. Detect doesn't stop Unseen Fist, so it's not enough. Bop. There we go. So Zacian underspeeds Shadow Rider by 2 points, and Urshifu Adamant invested, so fully attack investment with 252 attack and speed, will outspeed Shadow Rider by 1 point with Scarf. So in those cases, I don't really have to worry about being undersped as long as I keep up with the tailwinds. So if I can do that, we're golden. If I can't, it becomes a problem. So it is like we learned from last season that tailwind has to come out first and be able to, go from there. But yeah, let's move on. Okay. Shadow Rider again. Clefairy, Incineroar, Urshifu, Raging Bolt, and Rillaboom. Okay. So in this instance, we still have to deal with Shadow Rider. So I think opening up like we did before with the Tornadus and the Qianpao is going to be the most preferred. We could also go with Gouging Fire as well. Actually, well, depending on how they open up, let's go Tornadus, Urshifu, Qianpao. We didn't bring in Zacian last time. No, wait, yes we did. Did not last at all with that, with the spikes, but we'll bring it again. So we're gonna change up our matchup this time. It's kind of like doing a best of 3, but I don't think I played against this player already. Like this player either was just in Great Ball or they went down 1 rank in Great Ball. So hopefully I wasn't the one that did that. I don't think I did, but yeah, we're halfway into grade 9. All right, so it is Tornadus, or no, I'm sorry, it's wow, Incineroar and Clefairy versus Tornadus and Urshifu. Wow, I struggled so hard with that. Let's go ahead and taunt Clefairy, swap to Qianpao now. Because Fake Out's going to go into Urshifu, but I do not want it to go into Urshifu. -1 attack isn't that great anyway. And I'm not going to set up for a move that it can just like kind of fail. So we're going to bring in Qianpao so the Fake Out can go over to Qianpao. Take a little bit of HP, which is totally fine. But I'm going to taunt the Clefairy, so now it can't do Follow Me in the future. Nope, cannot sing. Now we'll get Tailwind up, and I can now start applying pressure. And I'm going to do Ice Spinner. I'm going to Terra first. No, I'm going to Ice Spinner. I think they're going to swap Incineroar. So I'm going to Ice Spinner into Incineroar slot. Now I can also swap out Clefairy as well. This is probably like a really, really bad choice. Withdraw the Clefairy. Out comes Rillaboom. Nope, Urshifu. Rapid Strike. Tailwind. Nice Spinner goes right into Incineroar. So that's a third, maybe a fourth. Will-O-Wisp. Qianpao avoids the attack there. That's dope. Let's go ahead and do the Bleakwind Storm, and I'm going to Terra. And I'm gonna protect, actually. Because close combat can come in, Will-O-Wisp, and now that I know Incineroar has that, I'm going to be less likely to swap now, and I could do quite a bit of damage with, Tornadus. I do outspeed them right now, so Incineroar retreats. Totally cool with that. Rillaboom? Or... Nope, it's Clefairy again. Okay. Oh, no, dang it. Well, no. Kind of dang it. I knew that, I forgot Urshifu, but if he does, close combat, it's not going to hurt me anyway. Here comes the Terra on their side. It's going to go to the Urshifu. Gonna make it water? Probably. Stellar. Okay. I like that. So are you going to do close combat, or... I'm gonna protect, even though it doesn't really do anything in front of Urshifu. That's the thing I forgot. It's like, well, crap. Bleakwind Storm hits both. Does not take down the Urshifu. Surgeon Strikes. This is probably going to go to Tornadus. Nope. Chien Power. So what did you get rid of to get that? Now that Surgeon Strikes is gone, that probably would have been a one-hit KO if Clefairy wasn't out there. But it is. Go ahead and bring out Zacian now. Get a +1 to our attack. And Bleakwind Storm. And I'm just going to go ahead and Behemoth Blade Clefairy. It's probably going to follow me, but I don't think it really matters because I'm going to go into Clefairy anyway. Detect on Urshifu. Behemoth Blade. Right into Clefairy. Super effective. Knocks it out. Bleakwind Storm's gonna go into the Detect. So out comes Incineroar now. Intimidate. Bleakwind Storm again. Swap to Urshifu. Because I outspeed and I don't have to worry about Fake Out. Realistically, I could Protect here and not care. But I do not want to get hit from Urshifu. So, which is why I'm swapping out. So, like, if they don't go for Protect, I have... Not Protect, I'm sorry. Fake Out, I do have ways to take like, a Surging Strike from Urshifu, but I don't know what the item is. Misses someone. Hits the Urshifu, so it missed Incineroar, but no Fake Out. Incineroar goes down. Will-O-Wisp. It's gonna miss Urshifu. Let's go. Who's your fourth? Is it Calyrex now? Guessing your fourth? Oh, that's Calyrex. Absolutely is Calyrex. Okay. Two abilities. You nervous eat berries. Okay. Can't taunt the Incineroar. So what I'm going to do is Bleakwind Storm and Surging Strikes. Oh, I forgot. I don't have Tailwind now. Oh, no. I might have botched this up, but... That not doing that much damage is really, really... has me questioning a lot. Oh, I survived. Dope. Bleakwind Storm. Misses Incineroar. Does barely miss the damage for Calyrex knockoff on the Urshifu. It's gonna knock it out, which is totally fine. I'm just glad that Urshifu did it and not Calyrex, because that would have been bad. I'm glad that both of my Pokemon did survive, which means I wasn't fully invested into attack. I think I would have lost if that was the case. But I'm going to Tailwind so that I outspeed this thing. And I should go... I think Calyrex is going to Protect. I'm going to hit Incineroar thinking that Calyrex is going to Protect. Because I'm going to do this, making it so that I outspeed now. They didn't Protect! Oh no! I am so donezo! Oh no! Okay, Zacian stays on. Okay. Tornadus goes down. I still outspeed. But I don't think that really matters because depending on what... It's knockoff. I don't think you can knock off the sword. No, you can't. Okay, Behemoth Blade. I'm gonna go right into Calyrex. It's probably gonna Protect here, which then sucks, but I have to hit that guy now. Like, I can't just not ignore it anymore. I should have did it last turn, but I didn't. So well, this is their last two. Yep, okay. Dang it, like one turn before, just one turn. One turn before. Because now it puts him in range for Incineroar. It's also drastically wearing down my Tailwind team, or turns. I still have 2. Behemoth Blade. Let's go into Shadow Rider again. Are you gonna get lucky and get the double? Probably not. Nope. Okay. Behemoth Blade. Down goes Shadow Rider. Oh. If I lose this, I blundered it twice. Will-O-Wisp? That's gonna suck. The burn. This is why I need Sacred Sword. Because that would have done this so much more. Okay, play rough into Incineroar. Let's try it. Play rough. Oh, it's just 1 HP. Knock off. Please do not get me burn. Don't do this to me, burn. Oh, I'm living with just 4 HP. Let's go. That one's gone. I still have speed. Doesn't matter. Okay, play rough. Please hit. I know that you're like 90, 95. Please hit. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a nail biter. Oh, I botched 2 whole turns because I was so convinced that they would like protect that first turn and then just kind of like, oh, now we won't have to do anything. It's like, obviously. Dang it. Dang it. If that Calyrex was special attack oriented, I would have immediately lost after that first strike. Immediately. That's insane. We have Shadow Rider, Clefairy, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Raging Bolt, and Incineroar. Is that all that we're fighting today? It's just Shadow Riders? I guess, yeah, I guess so. We're just gonna do this all day. Okay, how do we do this though? I really do need to have someone with the clear amulet, 100%. So I'm gonna write that down too. Clear amulet, because I do need to have it. I honestly do. I could do a reverse, but now that would benefit their team more than mine. Like do Trick Room instead, but it would greatly benefit their team than mine. Let's go Tornadus, Urshifu, Qianpao, Zacian. Let's do like what we did last time, but not make so many turn mistakes. I do not know how they built their Shadow Rider. Wow, that voice crack. I don't know how they built their Shadow Rider. However, I am not deterred. We've played against 3 of them so far, so why not? Ooh, nice picture of Darkrai. Let's see. How it is Raging Bolt and Urshifu versus Tornadus and Urshifu. So what I'm gonna do is Tailwind, and then I'm gonna activate. Should I swap? I don't think I need to, although I am worried about Raging Bolt. Let's not swap. We'll just do close combat on the Raging Bolt. Tailwind, because I'm faster now. Close combat. Raging Bolt. It's a considerable amount of damage. That's a lot. So now what is Urshifu going to do? Taunt. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. And Raging Bolt. Thunderbolt on Tornadus. What was the point of taunting? I'm a little confused. Yeah. Okay, we'll just bring out Qianpao now. And I'm gonna Ice Spinner into, since he's got taunt right now. Well, that doesn't really help me. Let's go ahead and go into that slot because I do outspeed. I could double into Urshifu. right? If I double, what's it look like? Not very effective, effective, not very effective. I need to get rid of that first. Yeah, we'll go into a thunderclap. Okay, Urshifu goes down. Probably should have retreated. It's like I knew that. Absolutely knew that. Could also use my turret on Qianpao to make sure that this next attack from Urshifu doesn't KO me. Please tell me he doesn't get the KO. Let me live with this. Okay, good. I was gonna say, like, please, please, like, you weren't doing that much damage to me. I appreciate, you know, you doing your thing, but I am definitely on the lower end here. Definitely on the lower end. Let's do... Let's do that. Terrastera and Zacian's probably not going to be the best bet. Clefairy could misdirect this with, like, follow me. Unfortunately, Qianpao is going to be leaving the field here pretty quickly. Detect. So that sucks. Oh, okay, they doubled. Okay, I'm okay with that then. I'm okay with that. As long as they doubled, I'm okay with that. I'm absolutely okay with that. Okay. So I'm gonna no. Sacred Sword. Well, if they bring out Shadow Rider now, Sacred Sword does nothing. So let's do that instead. There's the follow me. Play rough is gonna miss. Let's go. Ice Spinner. Now it hits the Clefairy, which is gonna knock itself out. Oh, Surging Strikes. It's not gonna get... It's 34. But I am being played like a fiddle. Tailwind's gone. It's Behemoth Blade. Oh, nope, never mind. No protect. That was a misplay on my part. This is gonna be a loss. I should have done that last turn. I need to really, it's like, I need to start thinking, just take my time. There should be no reason why I'm making... Jesus! Oh yeah, it's helping hand, duh. Never mind. I was like, oh god. There should be no reason why I'm making these mistakes. Learn from me, guys. Don't rush your stuff. Take your time. For some reason, I am rushing everything. I got speed running myself to go back down to 0. But it looked like... Oh, no, they still had 2 Pokemon left. I knocked down literally 2 Pokemon. It took 4 of my Pokemon to literally knock down 2, and it should not have. Should not have. The fairy should have been gone a while ago, but I just... Anyways, let's move on. We have Whimsicott, Shadow Rider, Urshifu, Entei, Qianpao, and Mousehold. Okay. Looks like everyone's using Friend Guard right now, because why not? Oh, I feel like I'm in perpetual Shadow Rider land right now. Like this, is this my seat today? Like this is great. Okay. Cool thing is I don't have to worry about Intimidate. So I actually should have no problem walking in with, you know, Tornadus and like Chien Pao, bring in Urshifu, and then I kind of want to bring in Gouging Fire, but I don't think Gouging Fire is going to do anything because Inner Focus Entei as well as Extreme Speed is going to be a thing. So we'll bring in Zacian. So far, we haven't a need to bring in Gouging Fire, even though I have like Howl. I'm supposed to be using it to to boost up Zacian. But I also have Fergarap, but Fergarap has a thing. Also, Quick Guard is not doing anything either, so we're gonna have to look at that too. So they open up with Shadow Rider and Whimsicott, and I have Tornadus and Chien Pao. So we're gonna Terra, Tailwind, and I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Spinner into Whimsicott. For that's exactly what I wanted to prevent. I'm glad that I learned from before, and they brought in Entei. Okay, cool. Now Entei has Sacred Fire, which is going to do a ton of damage and has a 50% chance of burning. So with that being said, we do have to plan accordingly. So we could, well, we didn't bring in Gouging Fire, but this would be a perfect time to have them. God dang it. But we're going to Ice Spinner right into Whimsicott. Hopefully it knocks it out. It does. No attack for you. No Tailwind. None of that. And we kind of sit and look pretty now. So we Terra, so we didn't get taunted, which is great. They sent out their next target, which is going to be Urshifu, which is Rapid Strike. Let's go ahead and do the Blinkwind Storm, and I will retreat to bring out my own Urshifu so that I can put pressure on Entei immediately. Because Entei right now could Terra Normal and do the Extreme Speed and be Choice Banded. That could be the thing. Urshifu detects, so that Urshifu detects, which is great. Blinkwind Storm misses Urshifu. Please hit the Entei. Please hit it in the face. It does. And that's a third. I love that. Sacred Fire is gonna miss the Urshifu. Let's go. Let's go ahead and Blinkwind Storm again. And I'm just gonna go ahead and do... Let's Aqua Jet. That should be in range, right? No, let's go straight for Surging Strikes. Never mind, battle's canceled. Okay, so that was pretty quick. I don't know what they were hoping to pull, but I do appreciate the effort nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get to the ending here so we can see what our battle plans are for the next video. I do have quite a bit of notes here, so I'm glad that we are back in the new season where I can actually reflect on my notes and go from there, because I do have quite a few options. Let's go. Okay guys, so we're at the end of the video. So we are currently 3-3, 6 battles total, and we're still in Great Ball rank 9. We're about 2 fights away from Ultra Ball, which is so good because last time that we got to this spot, we were kind of struggling here for almost a week and a half, if not 2 weeks. So probably 2+ weeks. Anyway, with this though, we do have quite a bit of notes here, and I kind of want to share. We're going to change the Terra from for Zacian. The Terra type that he currently has, so Terra Stellar, Terra Stellar, Jesus. It doesn't seem to work. We're also going to change Play Rough into a new move that we could possibly use a little bit more beneficially. So we can go Terra Fairy and have Terra Blast so that we have our guaranteed 100% accurate move that hits consistently over time. We can also do other types as well. Since we do not have a decent fighting type move, we could go Terra Fighting and have Terra Blast, but who is realistically weak against fighting types? It's not like there's dark types that are weak against fighting, normal types that are weak against fighting. I think ice types are weak against fighting. I think rock is also weak against fighting. So there's a wide array, but unless it's like Incineroar that's in front of me, I'm not realistically clicking on, fighting type moves. So that's something that we'll have to maybe consider. We can also maybe use a different Terra type altogether to really make it so that we can survive moves like fire, because like fire and ground are the only moves that are 2 times effective against Zacian. And if we use like water or like I said, steel, we can kind of remove some of those weaknesses from us. I'll look through my calcs again and see what the drawback is, and then I can kind of update you guys as we move along. I haven't picked Gouging Fire at all. No, actually I clicked it once. I brought it in one match out of the thing. So it's like, okay, if I'm only bringing it once, what am I going to have it for as a benefit, right? The boost energy does help out quite a bit. It does give it a attack boost. It should be probably speed, but since I do Tailwind, speed doesn't really come into like a nervous factor for me. So I just have to kind of decide, okay, what, like Fire Dragon, which is not bad. If it's not going to be a benefit to me, like add something to the team, what would be it? So I want to ask you guys, if we're going to change out Gouging Fire, it's only video 1, so we'll give it another shot, but I'm just highlighting the lack of that I use Gouging Fire in this video. Clear Amulet, we can also use that on our team for a large array of Pokemon. We can't really do it for Zacian, which that's unfortunate. But I could use, instead of Quick Guard, I can use Swords Dance, because it gets that. Can also use Howl, which is another move that I haven't really used. I can also use Coaching. Coaching is something I haven't really clicked on, so I don't really have it even. I don't think Urshifu even has it on my game. That could also be something that I can look into as well. I know that I didn't click Ferrograph, but Ferrograph had a specific part in the team, which is to reverse Trick Room or at least stop it. So because I primarily faced Shadow Riders today, I don't really know if I need Imprison or someone that can set Trick Room or anything like that. But it is day 1 for me. Technically day 2 since it is the 2nd, but yeah. But yes, and we also looked at Aqua Jet. Now, Aqua Jet is something that's really, really good on Urshifu. It does get the first priority moves, but I have to see what the damage calculations are, because either people are changing up their defenses to be able to withstand certain attacks from my Pokemon, or I'm not effectively using them in the way that they should be. Like, I'm used to my Pokemon doing a ton of damage, like right off the bat. And if I'm not able to do that, it kind of raises questions of, okay, why? Why am I not able to do something? So it was really, really interesting. But that's what we're going to be looking at to maybe replace on Urshifu. And if I do replace Scarf and do like the Clear Amulet, then I can obviously replace that for Protect. I could do Sword Stance. I have options, but I do not want to have too many Pokemon with too many buffing moves, because then I lose out on possible chances of actually doing damage. It seems like a lot of the times I use Pokemon, if I don't have anyone that is built like a brick, or at least like a brick house, they tend to be frail. So if my opponent doesn't put all of their investment into attacks, I do struggle quite a bit. So I just want to try to rectify that as I possibly can. Maybe use, instead of Scarf, maybe use Band. Instead of, worrying about speed so much, maybe use that. I'll have a couple of things to look at. So that's the questions that I have for you, and this list that I listed off for notes and stuff like that. What do you guys think that I should possibly make for the team to make it a little bit better? It is the first video of the season for me, so obviously I'm not like, let's replace all of them. But I do notice that if I'm not clicking something, then it lost its purpose. And if it's lost its purpose, I can use that for a different slot move. Like I said, Play Rough easily changed to like a fighting type move, and I do have one already for Qian Pao, but we can also put like close combat. We can do other moves for Zacian. I don't have to just focus on that one. And if I do Fairy, for Terra, I could do Terra Blast, which then replaces that slot. So I actually have something that I can click on and be able to create that area to where it becomes a little bit more easier for me to deal with Pokemon in certain levels. So there's that. But because it is the end of the video, I want to thank you guys for watching. Season 20 is officially here. We're ready to go, and we are 2 battles in from getting Ultra Ball. So I'm hoping that we don't spend the next 2, maybe 3 weeks trying to get it. I hope we get it early so we can get into Master Ball early so that we can see what other people are building for the future. So I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Please leave a comment down below, as I do reply to any and all comments left behind. If you guys want to follow me anywhere else, you guys can look in the description. There is my Twitter account, or X as they call it now, or my Discord link. You can find that down there too. I do answer as much as I possibly can. I do work swing shift, as all of you all know, and that is why I'm recording at night and posting during the day. Usually when you guys see this, I'm asleep, so just keep that in mind. If you're a returning viewer, please consider hitting the subscribe button. You're already here and it helps out the channel and the videos perform better, so that's cool. And you can hit the notification bell over on the right and you can be notified when I upload next. Since we will be uploading every single day in July, except for the days that I mentioned before, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, might not release anything, but we'll do our best. But the occasion of when I don't, and I'll let you guys know on YouTube if I have to wake up early in the morning for business or doctor's meetings or anything like that, anything more personal, OT for work as well as meetings for work. Sometimes I do have to wake up early, so I'll let you guys know beforehand. And if I don't, it'll be listed on the community tab, and I'll let you guys know at 8 a.m. when the video should be released. So there's that. And if you are a new viewer of mine, hello, my name is Matt. I create Pokemon VGC content. I have been playing for 2 years and been competing not as much as I would like to in regionals, but I do go and compete as much as I can. Since I do work swing shift, a lot of locals and other online tournaments is outside my time zone, but I do the best that I can using like the ladder, for instance, and I do it with a team that I built from scratch. I record this series so that I can teach myself how to play and get better on the game, and I can hopefully help you learn as well as inspire you to play as well. It's a little bit more of like a grind. It's like the tier learning up here is a little bit higher, so it does take a little bit of a learning scale, but once you get it, you'll be golden. It's like riding a bike. Once you get on it the first time, you're kind of like struggling a little bit, but you'll get it over time. You just gotta develop better habits, which is what I'm trying to do now. So I record all of my fights from start to finish, and I release them for you guys to watch, and I'm hoping that you like them. So yeah, just wanted to introduce myself and hope you enjoy the content. And you guys can also do all the YouTube things as well by liking, commenting, and subscribing. All of those things should have lived up on the screen. If they did, awesome. If they didn't, let me know and I'll let YouTube know, because they're supposed to, and they do that. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. Happy Tuesday. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Till then, take care and stay hydrated.